Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Mandragon's Cave. Today we are gonna be drawing Inktober 52 and the prompt is mythology. I love mythology and funnily enough I'm doing at the same moment in time now the Mermaid Challenge, and a couple of days ago they put as well a mythology prompt, so I've done a kind of a Minotaur mermaid. And yeah, so today I think I want to do something different because I kind of already addressed that prompt for the other day. So as I was saying, I love mythology and I love mythology from different places, like Greek mythology, Egyptian mythology, Norse mythology. I have plenty of books here at home that I'm reading all the time to see all the myths, all the things, all the details, and I love it. So recently I bought as well two small children's book illustration, very small children's book, very thin, about an adventurer, and this adventurer is going to the desert and is doing some kind of adventures there and trying to bring back the eye of Ra and things like this. And I love to see the illustrations in this type of books because you see some of them more for children, some of them more for adults and everything. If you buy like a nicer volume or like one of those fancy books that it looks like to put in the library as a decoration. So I think today I fancy doing an experiment. Okay, there is times that in like today that how I like so many different types of mythology. I think I fancy doing a mix. Okay, so I wanna do my own mythology, my own myth here, and I fancy doing a character. So as you will see how we evolve today, we will see how we are gonna be, using different types of ideas and concepts. For example, I wanna do like a figure of a man, kind of taking a little bit of reference from Norse mythology, okay, like Odin, Thor, Loki. So these are the most famous gods that we all know as well because Marvel Universe, etc. But yeah, there are plenty more gods, and all of these gods have some references to other mythologies. So there is the god of the sun in Egyptian mythology, in Nordic mythology. So most of these concepts, when you read a lot about it, you see that is kind of it gives me the impression that everything is coming from the same place, but it's different stories told in a different way from different cultures. And yeah, so today I fancy doing a little bit of, I don't know, like mix of Norse mythology with Greek mythology, with Egyptian mythology as well. So I wanna try to do like in Game of Thrones, one of these cloaks with hair and feathers here. That is reference as well from Odin. Odin is the god, all-father, god of the gods, basically, and he was missing an eye because he gave it away to have wisdom, and he's a very clever person. He normally has a crow in each side in each shoulder, representing the wisdom and everything. And yeah, I think I want to go for something like this. Like we'll do a mix, like a old man. It's gonna be like an old man with beard. Make the eye there as well. This, you know that this is cartoon. I wanna go for cartoon concept. You see, I'm starting to mix concepts already. I'm gonna do a third eye there. I'm gonna do something like this. I love as well the Gorgon, Medusa, and we may do some kind of I want to add some kind of animal. Maybe snakes can be can be very nice to add here, like with the hair, like this, something like this. So this long hair could be snakes, like the Gorgon, and these are gonna be kind of a Nordic looking, and yeah. So let's see. In mythology as well, you have all these legends of Odysseus, Ulysses in some places is called, and yeah, you have Ra in the Egyptian mythology, Set as well, Osiris, Isis, and everything. So I think I fancy doing a little bit of a mix of everything. And today I'll be doing this beast. It's a little bit scary concept, like as you see, maybe it can have like a pike here, like a weapon. We don't know what type of weapon it's gonna be yet, or it's gonna be kind of a herald of something, like a flag or something, like a totem or something like this. Kind of, we are creating the character as we go, like we normally do. We normally, here, sometimes I have a very, very specific thing I want to draw, like when I do my One Piece characters that I want to represent this character, and I'm going to talk about this character. And you can see some of those examples in the links I'm going to put here. I'm going to put a list there. And then I have other videos like Inktober 52 videos that I kind of give some tips, or we do draw along, and I kind of go in a slower a little bit and I'm explaining the shapes, and you can draw, pausing the video a little bit. And then in some other videos I talk about brainstorming, about world building, storytelling. Here, for this specific one, is kind of brainstorming as we go, with this type of Nordic mythology, Egyptian mythology, Greek mythologies, different concepts mixed in one same character, at the same time keeping the cartoony essence that I want to leave here. And yeah, it's gonna be something like this. Like we can do, yeah. We do the hand. Maybe it needs. I think it needs like to have like a companion or something, because we go into mythology as well, and we can go kind of always in the cartoony aspect, in the sense of thinking that we could use any of these drawings that we do for Inktober, for example, for children's book illustration, for example, for a project. Let's say we want to do maybe a big cat. We'll do a big cat like Egyptian, but at the same time maybe I want to keep it. It's gonna be a companion, it's gonna be a statue. I'm not sure yet, but at the moment we are just starting to. I want him backwards. The cat is backwards. And to be honest, I think for now we have enough. We have enough of a sketch, and we are gonna go playing as we go. To be honest, as we go with fine liner 0.1 that we're using today, the uniball pin. And yeah, let's see what it's gonna be. So let's start by the eyes and the nose, the expression. We want the expression here. I want a very rough, intense look. If you see, using these lines, straight lines like this, pointing to the middle. Okay. And try a bit of beard like this, and at the same time like this. Remember playing the cartoon aspect. The cartoon aspect of the character. Okay, so this is it's looking like a middle-aged man. It's gonna be maybe like a god of something. Can be like a god of hunt in this mixing of stories. for example. This is another eye. It's like Odin has given the eye multiple eyes. Okay. I think I'm starting to get into the mood of what we are doing here, and I'm gonna make him like a little bit boldish here on the top. Okay, and then we will make this kind of a snake fish. Like a little bit Rasta looking. Yeah, it can be something like this. I wanna give it maybe a little bit more of personality. Some of them are different, probably. Like this, something like this. Yeah. As I always say, when you try to do something new, something creative, don't be afraid of the white paper. This is experimentation. This is to play a little bit, to have some fun, to explore ideas, and yeah, let's do a little bit of teeth like this to make it like, I don't want to make all of them, but something like this. Okay. Okay. Yeah, as I said, I think I'm getting into the mood of this, and it, in my opinion, I think I'm doing something, let's say, I want to do something Atlantean. For me, we are creating the legend of the Atlantean. This could be Atlant, the god, the supreme god of the Atlanteans, for example. Atlantis, it's always a legend, it's always a myth. People has been crazy trying to find it in different places. Like some people said, it's near Spain. If you will keep sailing westward, you will end up finding the location of the Atlantis where it used to be. Some people said as well that it's a little bit further down, where Canary Islands, Morocco on the left hand side it is, and some other people says it's up north close to England as well. And there is a very nice theory talking about there is, I don't remember specifically the name of this location, but in Africa there is something called the Eye of Africa, that is basically inland going south from in the Sahara Desert, I think it is. So basically many thousands of years ago, that used to be a massive river used to cross there, and it was like aquifer all around. So it's kind of, it has the perfect circular shape of as the myth, as the legend, and it has as well this kind of structure like a circle within a circle, that the legends and the myths, talk about this all the time, and how the water could be within the city everywhere, and kind of people going in and out, and be like a massive metropolis of merchants and everything, and yeah, that's very nice. So I think I'm doing kind of these kind of snakes. Yeah, can be different types of snakes, like always cartoony, always funny, like this, like water snakes that they grow from his head, because the head, this is Atlant, the god of the Atlantis. Okay, this type of beard, like no mustache, only beard on the sides. do like this kind of belt medallion as well. And let's kind of introduce another legend here. For example, he could have, because Atlantis and everything, all the concept is around water, so we couldn't talk about this mythology, this new mythology that we are creating here in the channel. So they could have under their command the mythological kraken. It was, depend of the legends, it is more like octopus, and other places more like a giant squid. So let's do a symbol. Like a terrific side here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8 here. Something like this. It reminds me a little bit like Hydra from Marvel universe as well. Marvel, it's one of these super sagas in comic, in movies, in animation and everything, that they have been taking apart all the myths and legends from everywhere, from all the areas of the world, and they made these superheroes that they kind of, well, some superheroes and villains that some of them we know because they did this massive success of the MCU universe with the movies, and having this guy Jon Favreau, that is the actor who does Happy, that is the assistant for Iron Man in the first movie. He is the mastermind behind this beginning of this phase 1 of the MCU, and basically, they made these characters from the comics and from the stories already made, but they improved it a lot, and they made this kind of whole new visual universe that I love as well. So this is a little bit like the same. We're kind of trying to have this kind of, this is like hair wet from probably another beast that he has captured, some kind of manatee, like a hairy manatee, or one of those walrus, for example. A little bit of a mane from a walrus. It's basically like a hunter god of gods from the Atlantis. There are multiple gods in Atlantis, and here we have Atlant is one of them. It's the top of the top. Some tattoo ideas like waves crashing. Waves crashing against each other there. Okay. I'm gonna change this object. This object is gonna be, because the position that I draw on the hand at the beginning like this, it is not something nice. So I think I'm gonna play with the concept of making like a closed fist like this, and we make here the thumb. Okay, big arms like Thor in the movies, big guy, muscular, like a Maui in the Disney movie as well. In that Disney Moana, as we were talking about Maori legends with the water and everything, very nice, very beautiful. More of tattoo there. Okay, can even have the hands as well. Maybe we'll do the hands in another color if we paint or if we do some different tones. And this I fancy. I said I'm gonna do. We're talking about water. I'm gonna make like a net, like a fishing net. But this fishing net is actually not for fish, because Atlant is the protector of the Atlantis, and when Atlantis was destroyed, basically they were defeated, and they were defeated because the humans got their evolution and their machines and everything, but Atlant used to go into the water, be able with his powers of God of the gods there, was able to ride on top of the waves, crash all the boats and everything, all the galleons and everything. They were going to hunt these weird specimens from underwater, and basically he used to use this kind of fishing net to take these people and drag them into the bottom of the sea and everything. So before the legend started of the Atlantis, these people, they weren't like mermaids, let's say, like we can see depicted in Disney movies or in Marvel movies and things like this. They weren't. They were just normal people. They had their own legends, and in this case, the one that we are creating today is the legend of Atlant, god of the Atlantis, supreme god of the Atlantis. Okay. I'm doing today this as well because I saw the prompt and I was thinking, okay, what mythology I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do... And I had so many ideas that I wanted to do that at the end I ended up saying, you know what, I think I prefer to make something new, or I would say something new, and yeah, why not? Why not? Okay, so here is the hand. This one, yes, we will make it a little bit like this. Something like this. I wanna do kind of a cat. I don't know why I wanna do a cat. Maybe the catfish. The concept of catfish is kind of ringing the bell there for me, but I don't know. Fancy doing something like that, and to make it more godly and mysterious and mythological, I think I'm gonna make him, the cat is gonna be, the eyeballs are gonna be like this. Okay. Little bit like an idea from, not exactly like a Vaporeon, but yeah, kind of something similar. I'm gonna use this thing that I used the other day with one of my prompts. I drawn a dragon. You can, if you haven't seen it yet, you can go into the Instagram that it's in the show more section at the bottom, and you can see my mermaid drawings. I'm doing one drawing per day, in traditional as well. It's looking very nice, very funny. All of them cartoony as well. And I've done a dragon looking mermaid that I said, if this type of dragon is like a good luck dragon, no? So if the dragon is able to sail, to swim in the 7 seas, a tentacle comes out on his chin, and I don't know why, but I fancy to do it today, something like that as well, like from the chin. So maybe I can build up more in that mythology that I created, in that lore for this that I created there. And it's not only dragons, it's maybe if a type of mermaid, a specific mermaid, is able to sail, to swim, to deep in the 7 seas, maybe these kind of tentacles start showing up, kind of becoming into a kraken, for example. So this is the beginning of the kraken, because the kraken is, most of it is it's a Norse mythology concept, the kraken, the cracker and everything, but as well it is known from, in Greek mythology you have in some moments the apparition of the kraken, that giant squids that they used to grab the boats and destroy them and pull them under the sea and everything. One of my favorite video games ever is Age of Mythology. I was thinking about doing a drawing of Arcantos as well, but I kind of explored the different ideas and different things that I wanted to do, so feel free to write it down in the comments what's your favorite video game as well ever, and or if you have 1, 2, 3 different games. Age of Mythology, it is one of those that I played so many hours when I was a kid, and I loved. And I remember how Arcantos, the main character, it is like a hoplita, like a warrior with a spike, with a spear, from the Atlantis too. In that story of Age of Mythology, he used to have this spear and everything, and you follow the adventures of him, and the whole concept is that he, in theory, he was with Odysseus, Ulysses in the Troy War and everything, and then like Ulysses did when he tried to get back home, he got lost, and there are some problems and some issues with the Minotaur and everything, and with the Cyclops, and he needs to fight these kind of monsters from Greek mythology, and one of these monsters as well that he encounters at some point that is kind of sinking some of his ships is Kraken. That in the game is let's say elephant size beast, but in the Norse mythology and in the mythologies in the Greek culture as well, this beast normally is Titanic, like a boat, and it's like in Pirates of the Caribbean. Basically, in Pirates of the Caribbean, there is like a really nice depict of this animal. So I kind of trying to think about a concept of a little bit of like a Vaporeon concept here, and yeah, we will make him kind of turn like this is gonna be. Like this, and we're gonna make him like a little bit like Hercules. I'm trying to mix a lot of things, and yeah, when you do, I'm doing a drawing because it's a drawing for today, okay, but when you do something like this, basically you will do dozens of the guys like this. You will start doing some concepts for him, for his face and everything, that another day we can do that, and another drawing here, small, the face, the hands, the type of snakes, how are gonna be, what type of animal is gonna be, like cat looking, like dog looking, all these things. And basically you will pile all of these concepts, and then you will start like a Descartes progress of okay, I'm gonna do, I like this face, but with these eyes, but with that beard and this type of hair. It's not gonna be a snake, it's gonna be crab looking, and or maybe not crab looking, it's gonna be like a small dolphins, things like this, all of it matching the story. Now we don't have much time. I could be here hours and hours drawing and doing some different concepts, but what we want is to basically to have a drawing for today, an easy drawing, and yeah, this is the boot. Yes, I always like to do these kind of small boots. It's kind of a string. So as I was saying, this is Atlant, is the supreme god of the Atlants, and he is carrying a net, a fishing net, because it is with the mythology that it's involving, the legends involving this is related to the water, and they used to hunt all the invaders, human invaders, that they came with the boats and everything, and they used to throw them to the Kraken as well for sacrifice and have, you know, good gear regarding food and health and everything. So yeah, let's do something like this. Yeah, we need to obviously make the top like this, and he's very strong, so we'll make this kind of 6-pack, but it's 4-pack probably. Okay, something like this is nice. Very elegant dressed, always very elegant dress, a little bit like concept like Game of Thrones, the crows with these tops here for the capes, a little bit Dothraki as well, with half naked on the top. We can make him like a cape, like a short cape like this. This is gonna be cape inside. There's gonna be cape here on the side as well. Okay. It's probably a little bit like water. The animal is not my best animal, it's a little bit weird looking, but as I said, this is just a sketch, this is just a concept, an idea that we can do, and yeah, I think I need to do something here on the left hand side, so I'm gonna gamble here, like I'm gonna do like a kind of a skeleton, why not? This is a staff that he has as well, with the head of one of his enemies. He just stuck it there in the mud, kind of to have this picture taken of him epically there. Yeah, something like this. Some decorations here, a little bit of snails, water snails here, anemone, some coral. It's kind of a staff that he carries like a wizard. Yeah, this is some algae that is hanging there as well. He put to decorate. And yeah, I think this is looking very nice. This is like kind of worms. Okay, one is dead, for example. So water worms, some of them are dead because they've been there so long. Probably the hair, you know that sometimes when you grow old, your hair falls, and maybe I can play this concept like with the Medusa and everything, the Gorgon as well, like Atlant, for example. He's a seasoned man, like say like 47 years old, and as he grows, everything grows, and the hair is growing as well. These snakes, these water snakes are growing, but these are the new ones, the younger ones. They're kind of alive and giggling and everything here. Giggling there, it makes a little bit the funny look for him, but at the same time they are very, very aggressive, and as he grows old, the snakes grow old as well, and they fall like Rasta, and they die here, and they are kind of dead here. Can have different shapes like this. Yeah, that can be a good concept. That can be a very nice concept. These ones are dead as well, only the 4 on the top are alive. Okay. Okay, looking good. I like it. I like it. To be an experiment today, we are having some very nice results. It ends up being a very nice character with a companion. And yeah. Let's do something like this. I'm gonna make a little bit of the part. Maybe these are tentacles that he has. There's maybe another one. Okay, something like this. Yeah, so I think this kind of cat-looking creature is becoming the Kraken. It's kind of transforming it. I fancy doing eyes at the end, you know. It's a bit like cat-looking eyes like this. So there is only one Kraken per generation. This is his Kraken, and He's kind of grooming it. They need to sail different seas and everything, so tentacles are coming out, and this octopus squid looking is taking over the body of the animal. So any animal that can be done to this kind of mythological transformation ritual. Yeah, I know it's crazy, but it's a concept that I'm enjoying at the moment. I'm liking it, so yeah, why not? If you have new ideas as well, or if you have new things that what Atlant could do, could enemies that he could have as well, or this specific tribe or a specific group of people or a specific country that he is enemy of and everything, we can talk about it as well. So this Atlant god, the ruler of Atlantis, and they basically are water related, and they venerate the water like part of them, and at the same time, funnily enough, and things of life, they were defeated by water and they were cast into the bottom of the ocean, where after that all the mermaids and all the gyojin, like you will see in One Piece as well, they start blooming from there and becoming these kind of fish-looking creatures. So I'm talking about ages ago, a lot of millennia ago. Okay, so from here the first mermaids come. Like playing, if you realize, playing, we end up doing some solid storytelling about Atlantis, some mix of cultures with Norse mythology looking powerful big guy monster with kind of a mix of Greek mythology with the concept of Gorgon on the top and everything, and the Kraken here as well, and yeah, a little bit of a mix as well with the Egyptian as well and everything, with the cat idea and the monster transformation for the Kraken as well that we were talking, and yeah, it is looking very interesting. This, I want it to be a gold medallion or a silver medallion, because here in the Atlantis they have precious metals as well, or precious objects as well, not only on the surface, and yeah, it's gonna be like a full tattoo of the arm, all painted. Here as well, these tattoos here looking like waves crashing. And these guys were cast to the bottom of the sea because they were too arrogant and too powerful, and they knew all the secrets of the sea, and they said, you know what, the gods, they end up punishing them. So he is the god supreme of the Atlantis. But that doesn't mean there are other gods in the sea. Like in Norse mythology, you have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people and gods and giants and powerful giants as well in different locations, and different families as well. You can have something like that you had, for example, in Norse mythology. There is always in all mythologies a trickster, no? Like Loki, like a god that is supposed to be bad, but he's not bad. He's just basically the god of mischief. So you can have something like this, no? That there was like a clash of different gods, and other people coming from the outside was trying to attack, and then this guy ended up being overthrown and cast into the water, into the depths, with all his people, with all the island and everything, and yeah. I'm gonna put here other Inktovers, okay, because we have a lot of storytelling and a lot of world building and character design in the other Inktovers as well, and feel free to tell me what you think about them as well, and which one is your favorite, and if you want to see something specific, you say, oh, let's invent something about this specific mythology, or that other one, or something like this, or let's talk about whatever, and yeah, I can look into it, and yeah, have a little bit of guidance for on top of the prompt that we need to do. Whatever is the prompt for next time, we can play as well with the idea of adding an extra concept here. For example, they gave, from Inktober 52 team, they gave mythology as a prompt, but how I already done a mythological creature and mermaid, Minotaur mermaid looking, I fancy to do experiment today, something new, and yeah, we are mixing different mythologies that I like into a cartoon character that we are making his own story and his own myth here, right now, on live. So yeah, in the comments, you have any ideas about, oh, this tattoo is representing the Clash of the Waters because this and that, and you can create a little bit more of a story and everything, and yeah. Who knows, maybe going more into it, we can even do like a proper story for him and do more lore and more world building and more designs and more animals that are transforming as well and things like this, or other gods that they are with him. You know, he's the main god, the Odin of this group, but we can make draw and create more of these characters as well as we go, but step by step we can do everything. So yeah, let's paint a little bit the cat kraken. This is a sacred animal in the Atlantean realm, the cat kraken. Let's say that cats are the ones who are able to become krakens. Why? Because yeah, I don't know, we are creating it now like this because I fancy to draw a cat-looking, Vaporeon-looking animal. So for today's story, let's say cat. If we do another drawing and we say, oh, there's a reason because of this, because you know the catfish is this area, or because blah blah blah, we can think about it more. But for the time being, this will do. A little bit here. The shading for the trouser, for the belt, for the extenders there as well. I like it very much. This experiment is getting there very interesting. I don't think I want to add anything into it, to be honest. This is a tattoo in the hand, because it's the hunting hand, the one that uses the net to hunt his enemies. And this is the wave, the crash of the waves. It's kind of a prophecy. It's the tattoo because he already knows that at some point the crash of the prophecy, the massive waves, they'll come into Atlantis, they will sink Atlantis into the bottom of the ocean, deep into the bottom of the ocean, to never return and never to be found. Trying to mix the reality of the mythological concept, the reality of the myth and the legend with our fantasy story we're creating here, and I love it. This is like the thing I love to do the most, to invent new things or try to, from existent things, create and invent other things, like here, using existent things already. Or rewrite the myths as well, like we are taking Atlantis and we are giving Atlantis a god, a ruler, a king, with some kind of supernatural concept to it, with the snakes, with the kraken, with the beast, that they become a kraken, with the tattoos and everything, and giving him this warrior look and this aggressive look and everything. So yeah, that's one of the things that I love of drawing, that you can invent and create your own worlds and do your own fantasies here. So that is very very appealing to me. So if for whatever reason you decided at the beginning of the drawing to take a pencil and a pen and start drawing like we've done before, I haven't said it today, but if for whatever reason you decided to to do that and everything. You feel free to write in the comments what have you drawn today, and if it is as well Atlantis related, or what kind of creature or god or beast you have created. And yeah, let's open conversation. I'm gonna be a little bit careful here because I don't want to mess it up much. This was my mistake because I got excited talking, but remember to, whatever you don't want to use for drawing, the underline, erase it before adding a water marker or alcohol marker, because you may do something like this. Okay? I don't think you can see it on the video directly. Let's move a little bit up this. I don't think you can see it on the video directly, but you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna add an extra layer of algae here that we set, like this, and problem solved. This is very important, what I just done when you are drawing traditional, because when you are doing digital, you basically work as you go. In digital, you have different layers, let's say in Photoshop or in whatever software that you are using, and then you can modify the layers, modify the colors, modify everything, and there's no problem about it. But when you are doing traditional, sometimes they are gonna be, or in every single drawing you will have mistakes that you didn't expect to do. Even if you are super pro and you've been working and drawing 20, 30 or 40 years, there's sometimes, obviously you can start another drawing, but you can correct things. You have the tools, you have the pens, you have the fine liners, or whatever material that you use for drawing, that you can modify things. So I done this main here, like algae dropping, but what happened now that I was erasing a little bit the leftovers that I didn't want, and I had this kind of smudge there on the top. So let's do a couple more as well, giving this staff of the Atlant king this kind of Indian concept, like one of these kind of Indian crowns with the feathers and everything, like tribal concept, because the whole of it, all of him, looks like tribal with the design that we've done, more Game of Thrones, Dothraki looking as well, and everything. This kind of the skeleton, the skull there and everything is aggressive, tribal, ancient, and as the prompt from today is saying, mythological. So yeah, I'm just gonna add a little bit more of depth to this kind of medallion that he has on the belt, for the concept of the Kraken. The Kraken is a very, very wild creature, so, and very mystical and magical creature. So we don't know how long it really takes for a catfish to become a full-grown Kraken, but maybe what happened to the Atlantis and what happened to the Atlant god Atlant is that his own Kraken as well, that is the personification, let's say the personification of the seas and the oceans, it went against him, because maybe this look that he has is very aggressive, very bad. I don't think he is kind of a sweet ruler, to be honest. So probably the catfish become Kraken and disappeared, and he himself, being a massive creature, beast, when he's grown up, he could have created these waves from the legend to drown the Atlantis, while the king, the god of these people, was fighting the enemies from outside, attacking with the boats and sinking them, and from inside, from the other gods in this family of Atlantis. So you see, playing with the words, playing with the concept, and very, 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 very nice. So I'm gonna sign, okay, and we are done for today. So this is DavidViadel23 DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandragon's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the drawing, I hope you enjoyed the Inktober 52 mythology prompt from today, and yeah, feel free to check the other ones as I put on the links, and more that I will put in the show more section. And yeah, write some comments, feel free to comment, like, subscribe, send to your friends and family, and thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye!